Hi, I'm Emily. I'm from the US and I'm an international teacher recruiter in Shanghai.
Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm from the UK and I am a teacher.
Well, I think my Chinese is still at survival level. Like,
Your Chinese is better than mine is.
oh no.
I can order the essentials,
Yeah.
Coffee and food.
Yeah, and even then, like, I know I got on the plane without even knowing how to say hello in Mandarin. And it's definitely possible. Like, there's some really great translation apps out there. You also get good at kind of explaining what you want. So, like, if I'm going into a store, I'll have, like, a picture of what I'm looking for. And then ask, like, where to find this, like, this item. But if Mandarin is your goal, there's some really great, like, EF offers online Chinese classes to learn Mandarin, and so that's also a great, like, resource.
Yeah.
I know for us, I think we just kind of have learned what we needed to know and have kind of stuck with that.
Yeah, I do have a phrase book, so if I get really stuck, I will pull the phrase book out, but I don't like to use it too much.
But essentially, and also I know, like, in Shanghai and Shenzhen, for example, like, the street signs are also in English. So knowing Chinese is definitely not a requirement to living a really nice life in China. It's kind of up to how much you want to engage with the language.
Yeah, and don't create the barrier for yourself. I think it's very easy to work your way through things.
Yeah.
Well, quite a few clubs really. Some people, I know they are part of a book club, so they meet up every Monday, I believe. What do I think about the club?
I know some of the things we would do is we would, like, hang out in coffee shops. We do a lot of reading. There's also, like, hang out in parks, like picnic in parks is really nice. We went bowling some. Very bad at bowling. I don't know. Strikes, spares, I'm not really sure.
I'm terrible.
Sure how bowling works entirely, but I think kind of like whatever your hobbies are back home, you can kind of find a way to translate that to life in China. Yeah. So I think, like, I really like being near the ocean and, like, being near water and stuff like that. And so, like, in Shenzhen, for example, I would, like, cycle. There's, like, a path you can take and, like, you can cycle along the water there. So kind of like whatever your hobbies are, like, say it's like pottery or it's dance or things like that, you can kind of find, I've had friends who've found whatever their hobby was back home and found they found a way to bring it and have it and experience it in China as well.
Yeah,
So
there's so much to do. You can go trampolining, go-karting, ice skating.
Ice skating, yeah.
Ice skating's everywhere, especially in the malls here.
Yeah, you can go ice skating in malls in China, which is really cool. Like, you'll just be walking through a mall and you're like, oh, why is it cold all of a sudden? And it's because there's a full-size ice rink right next to you. Yeah.
But there's always, like, museums, art galleries to visit, so you can immerse yourself in culture.
Yeah.
Things.
And then I really like movies, and so, like, movies are also released in English in China as well. So if you're really into movies, you'll still be able to enjoy them here. How did you kind of end up, like, picking Shenzhen?
So my grandfather, he's from Hong Kong, so I wanted to be by Hong Kong to still see if I have family there. So I specifically chose Shenzhen because of the location, and I heard that's where all the good food is. So
there's a lot of good food in Shenzhen. I would say for me, I think, so where I'm from in the States is really warm and a lot of sunshine and kind of hot. And so I kind of was looking for maybe like a similar climate in China, because then I was like, if I'm going to be so far from home, I wanted something that kind of still felt maybe a little bit like home. And then the more research you do about Shenzhen, you're like, oh, it's near Hong Kong, it's near, a really good places, lots of good food. Dim sum has definitely become like my favorite food. That's probably because I lived in Shenzhen for 2 years, so I love dim sum a lot. And so that's kind of how, like, you went kind of for like a more like cultural reason as to why you picked your city, and I kind of went for like climate and wanted something kind of like home, like at least climate wise.
But I would say if you like sort of like winter, like skiing and stuff, as Beijing, it snows, I believe, in Beijing. So if you want colder weather, like head more north, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. And I think what's really great is like, since EF has locations like across China, you can really think about like, is weather super important to you? Because the idea to me of living someplace where it snows all the time, I was like, it's not for me. But other people, that's exactly what they want. And then also city size, like how like big of a city do you want to live in, I think is important. I know I wanted a large city, and I think I keep moving up to like, I was in Shenzhen first, and now we're in Shanghai, which is even larger of a city. So I'd say those are things to consider.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in learning more about teaching and working abroad, be sure to check out our website, englishfirst.com.
And please subscribe on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook.